Prem se bole Siyavar Ramachandra ki. Devotees, let us put our hands together close. As we invoke the presence of Bhagwan Shri Ganapati Lord Ganesha, the remover of all obstacles and impediments, Devi Mata Saraswati, the goddess of speech, wisdom, intellect, music, all the gurus that have assisted us in spiritual development and continue to do so. Let us pray. वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। प्रेम से बोले श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Devotees, we begin by the washing of the hands. Om Shri Hasta Prakshalanam Pratigrihyatam. Sipping of water 3 times. Om केशवाय नमः माधवाय नमः ओम नारायणाय नमः। Wash hands. Shri Hasta Prakshalanam Pratigrihyatam. Sprinkling of water on all articles to be used in puja. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastham gatopi va yah smarit pundarikaksham sabahyabyantara shuchehe. Om Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Meditating upon the divine form of Ganapati Baba. Om Ekadantaya vidmahi Vakratundaya dhimahi तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। To the divine Kalash, the Kalsa. Om Kalashasya mukhe Vishnu Kante Rudra Samashrita Mule Tatra Stitho Brahma Madhye Matru Gana Smritaha. Prem se bole Shri Panchakalash Devta ki Jai. Divine form of Shankar Bhagwan. Om Kaupuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sadavasantam Hridayadavinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Om Tatpurushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudraha Prachodayat. Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya. Prem se bole Mahapati Mahadev ki Jai. The offering of water. Om Sarvapapaharam Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Maya Dattam Grihana Parameshwaraha. Chandan. Om Shri Khandam Chandanam Divyam Gandhadyam Sumanoharam Vilepannam Sureshreshtha Chandanam Pratigrihyatam Iti Shri Chandanam Samarpayami. Om Gandhadwaram Duradarsham Nityapushpam Karishnim Ishwarim Sarvabhutanam Tamihopahvai Shriyam. Om Shri Gandham Samarpayami. Light the diya on the Kausa, the welcoming of Lakshmi Mata. Prade Deve Bhukti Mukundini Malatyadini Ve Prabhu Mayani Thani Pushpani Grihana Parameshwaraha. Offering of incense, agarbati. Om Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Gandhadyo Gandhotamaha. The offering of Naivedyam, Prasad. Om Gridbhagvam Havishanam Payascham cha Sharkara Nana Vidancha Naivedyam Grihana Parameshwaraha. Om
Ganapati Ve Navinashana Hare. Jai Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganapati, Jai 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 Ganapati, Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganapati, Jai Jai.
लंबोदर पीतांबर सोहे हरिमणि मुकुट नयन रतनाये.
लंबोदर पीतांबर सोहे हरिमणि मुकुट नयन रतनाये.
गजमन माली गले विष सोहे गजमणि माली गले विष सोहे. बाल लाल में
चंद्रकलाधे गणपति वे अविनाशन हारे. गणपति वे अविनाशन हारे. जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश, जय गणपति, जय 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 गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश, जय गणपति, जय जय.
ओरक लेत एक जननी जब सुमक चलत नूरपुर जनकारे.
मेघ लेत जननी जब तुमक चलत नूपुर झनकारे. विघ्नविनाशनहारी गणपति विघ्नविनाशनहारी गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बिके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते नमोऽस्तु ते नमोऽस्तु ते जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी जय जय मङ्गलकारिणी दुर्गे दुर्गति नाशिनी मां चण्डमुण्ड विनाशिनी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी स्वीकारो मां आरति वंदन तेरी पूजा मेरा अर्चन स्वीकारो मां आरति वंदन तेरी पूजा मेरा अर्चन स्वधावत है भाग्य मेरी तेरे चरण में मेरा स्वर पर शक्ति शिवानी माता भवानी करुणा में जगतारिणी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी दुर्गा मधुरेगा वास तुम्हारा सारे जग है दास तुम्हारा दुर्गा मधुर तुम्हारा जग को प्यारा दास तुम्हारा सबके मन में निवास तुम्हारा भक्ति बिहारी द्वार आए आस जय दयाहारिणी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी जय जय मंगलहारिणी दुर्गे दुर्गति नाशिनी मां चण्डमुण्ड विनाशिनी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी
हे जगत पिता भगवान अमेरो ज्ञान तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा
हे जगत पिता भगवान हमेरो ज्ञान तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा
हे जगत पिता रात पतक का रह में डर डर मारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा, हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान, तू ईश्वर प्यारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। पापों से भगवन हमें बचा, वीरों का सच्चा भक्त बना।
पापों से भगवन हमें बचा, वीरों का सच्चा भक्त बना।
पाखंड जोत से सब ही करे किनारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा, हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान, तू ईश्वर प्यारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। मजदर में है बेरा मेरा, कृपा कर आश्रय है तेरा।
मझधार में है मेरा मेरा, कृपा कर आश्रय है तेरा।
नंदलाल पाप में बीता जीवन सारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा, हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान, तू ईश्वर प्यारा, पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान, तू ईश्वर प्यारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा।
आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन देजो, आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन देजो, तुम हो जगत की दाता, तुम हो जगत की दाता। आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन देजो, आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन देजो, तुम हो जगत की दाता, तुम हो जगत की दाता, तुम हो जगत की दाता, तुम हो जगत की दाता। स्वरूप तुम हो सृष्टि स्थिति लय, स्वरूप तुम हो अनादि रूप। विधाता। आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन देजो, आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन देजो, तुम हो जगत विधाता, तुम हो जगत विधाता, तुम हो जगत विधाता, तुम हो जगत विधाता। अनाथ नाथा दीन बंधु, अनाथ नाथा दीन बंधु, तुम हो आक्षक शरण संरक्षक, ज्ञान नाशक शरण संरक्षक, आत्मज्ञान प्रदाता, आत्मज्ञान प्रदाता, तुम हो जगत विधाता, तुम हो जगत विधाता। आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन देजो, आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन देजो, तुम हो जगत विधाता, तुम हो जगत विधाता, तुम हो जगत विधाता, तुम हो जगत विधाता।
जय जय राम सिया राम, जय जय राम 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 सिया राम। वीर हनुमाना अति बलवानो, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे।
वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे।
कोई संगी हाथ की डंगी, जलरी हरियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। ना कोई दंगी हाथ की संगी, जलरी हरियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे।
जय
राम सिया राम, जय जय राम 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 सिया राम। जो कोई आवे तुझको कृपा करियो रे, प्रभु मन रे। जो कोई आवे तुझको बनाए रे, कृपा करियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे।
जय
राम सिया राम, जय जय राम 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 सिया राम। वीर हनुमाना अति बलवानो, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। जय जय राम सिया राम, जय जय राम 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 सिया राम। जय जय राम सिया राम, जय जय राम 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 सिया राम।
प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की। Devotees, before we delve into very short discussion this morning, let us invoke the presence of Shri Ganesh, Saraswati Mata, Gurudev, Shri Ramchandra Ji, Shankar Bhagwan. Let us pray. Om वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयाद्विन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः वर्णानां मर्तसङ्घानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च कर्तारो वन्दे वाणी विनायको ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। रामायण सुमिरन। जेहि सुमिरत सिद्धि हो गणनायक करिवर बरना
करो अनुग्रह सो पूरी राशि शुभ गुण सरा मोका होई वाचार पंगु छरी गिरिवर गणना जासु कृपा सुदया जगहु सकल करिवल दहना नील सरोवर तरुणा अरुण पारिजनयना करो सुमम उरदा सराशीर सागर सयना कुंदहिंदु समदे कुमार मन करुणायना जाहि कृपा मरणमयना वंदो गुरु परखन कृपा सिंधु नररूप हरि महामोह तमोज जासु वचन रविकर निकड़ा जय सुमिरत सिरि हो गणनायक करिवर बरना करो अनुग्रह सो पूरी राशि शुभ गुण सरना बूढ़ी राशि शुभ गुण सरना बूढ़ी राशि शुभ गुण सरना।
प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। So nice to see so many of you all this morning. I hope it continues and grows. So devotees, this morning I would have indicated that we're we like to have topical discussions. Not just a katha, not just a story, but to see how it relates to our daily life, our disposition, our behavior, to see maybe how we can change to improve those things. And I've always said that being a dharma, a religion, a belief system that adheres to modern times, believe it or not, many people call our religion, our belief system as outdated or archaic. But actually, it is the most modern of beliefs because philosophy does not change. The philosophy of Aham Brahmanasmi, I am God, does not change. The methods to get there may do so. So today we will, Shri Ram Chandraji is there, and also you'd have a Lakshmana. And Lakshman sees Shri Ram resting and he decides to approach him. And what does he say? We join the name of Shri Ram. Please feel free to sing. Please do so. I encourage you to do so. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
एक बार प्रभु सुख असीना लक्ष्मण वचन कहे हो जलहीना सुर नर मुनि सचराचर सोई मैं पूछो निज प्रभु की नोई श्री राम जय जय
Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya.
प्रेम से बोले श्यावर रामचंद्र की. So excuse me, you know how, so we have a combination of what? The recovery from the flu, Sahara dust, and the wonderful people decide that they're going to clear their land to rotivate and so on by burning of slush and so on. So we have bushfires to deal with as well. So, एक बार प्रभु सुख असीना. एक बार कहने का भाव यह है कि कुछ वर्ष अपरांत लक्ष्मण जी रघुनाथ जी से ज्ञान विषय का प्रश्न चल रहे थे. Once, एक बार, one day, when Shri Ram was, resting, well, he wasn't asleep, but he was comfortable. He was sitting and he was relaxed and so on. Lakshman approached Shri Ram and he decided that he's going to ask him a few questions. He assumed that this was an opportune time to ask some questions. And he says, O Lord, Sura Nara Muni Charachara Sai. He says, O Lord, you are the Lord of all Sura, Sura meaning the Devatas. Nara means man. Muni, all the rishis and saints and sages. Sacharachara means all animate and inanimate objects. You are the ruler of all of these things. I ask of you as my own master. Main pucho nija prabhu ki nai. You are my master. I want to ask you some questions. And this is very telling. First of all, when we have doubts, what do? Many of us, we try to deal with situations on our own. And that can have some problems associated with it because we may not have enough information to deal with a particular situation. Correct? We need enough information to deal with a particular subject. If the subject matter is out of our capacity, then we need to seek assistance. So for example, how many of us are self-doctors here? How many of us, when you go to your parents and you say, "Ma, I ain't feeling so good," drink some of that good. You need hardy. You have to get that. Rub it with soft candle and Iodex. That can help you. Or put Vicks under the palms, under the feet, and put our socks on and sleep with that. You go feel good in the morning. Or, we try it, or sometimes we do it on ourselves. You know what? I have this thing, it had to be pressure. My pressure high. I'm trying to give my real pressure. So that's why I'm giving. We like to, especially when it comes to health, we like to say these things and we like to what is this? We like to find out what is wrong with ourselves by our limited information. And as a last resort, we will go by the doctor, the person who has the information, or who can evaluate based on his experience, his or her experience. It happens all over. Even, we had the COVID. Those of you who remember COVID, COVID was just a couple years ago, but it seems like so long ago. All of us were experts. All of us know about the vaccine and what it's doing to us. All of us know about how to deal with COVID, but we don't want to listen to the doctors. We don't want to listen to the scientists. We don't want to listen to the ones who have been working on these things for years. Now, because chances are there are many countries in the world that have gone through a normal progression and have survived the same as those who have taken vaccines and so on. But the onus is on us. So information we must garner. And in one particular thing, one particular statement also, what them pundit know, what he know, what them know, I know, and I know I know. And devotees, that's also very dangerous. Because if we do not evaluate and have ourselves evaluated by someone who is more advanced than what we are doing, we may tend to think that we have this heightened state of self-assurance. So, and I've always used this analogy, when you write your exam, you don't correct it yourself. You have someone to evaluate it and tell us to it. So when we feel that we have reached a certain amount of accomplishment, let someone tell us that now. You go and you cook some food. Wait, it's tasting real good. This is the best. Have someone else tell it now. Give somebody else and let them decide how it tastes. Let them tell you. Let them evaluate it. So devotees, when there is doubt, you ask a question. So Lakshmana, he has some doubts and he wants to find out some information, so he asks Bhagwan. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya
Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
मोहि समूझाई कहु नो देवा सब तज करो चरण दन सेवा कहु ज्ञान विराग और माया कहु सो भक्ति तेहि दाया Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Rama Jaya Jaya Ram. Everyone sing the name of Prabhu Shri Ram.
Shri Rama Jaya Rama,
Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 Prem se bole Syawar Ramachandra ki Jai. So Lakshman asked these questions, and Tulsidas ji, well, Jwala Prasad actually interjects here. He says that there are 4 types of questions. There are 4 types of questions. प्रश्न 4 प्रकार के होते हैं. There are 4 types of questions, or 4 reasons people ask questions. एक to विवादार्थ. The first type is to embarrass, or the first type is to have debate, to generate debate. So people question to have a debate. And what is the purpose of a debate? To win an argument. So people ask questions. You know, like, so what happened to your hand? What happened to your foot? You can't dig it yourself? You can't take out your foot? Questions like that to generate debate. But at the end of a debate, the purpose is for you to achieve victory. So it's an adversarial type of atmosphere. So that's the first type of question. Question to generate debate where victory is at the end of this process. So he says that that is the first type of questioning. The second one is to embarrass the person you are asking the question to. And that happens a lot. Let me see what he know. What he know? You know, and you ask a question to embarrass that person. People do that. That's the second type of questioning. And he doesn't advise on that. The third type of questioning is to show how much you know. I ask a question, but I don't really want to answer. I just want to show how much I know. What about so and so and so? You ever go to a conference or somewhere and somebody asks a question, it has nothing to do with what is being spoken about, but just to show what they know? Or if you listen to our Parliament channel, the opposite happens. People ask questions and clearly they don't know. Not so. We had the, you all know I like to make real examples. Look at the interview between the Parliamentary Subcommittee on Crime, or whatever they call it, and the Commissioner of Police. It was, I was aghast, shocked that someone who holds that office could be so uninformed of their own duties and still evaluate herself and say, I'm doing a fantastic job. She said that, right? But you can tell me, is she doing a fantastic job? No, ask the population. So devotees, the third type of question is to show how much I know. So the first type is to generate debate, and there is a room for that in society. The second is to embarrass the one you are asking. The third is to show how much you know. And the fourth type, which is what Lakshmana is doing, is to get information on the truth and reality and do so with a guileless heart, with no preconceived notions. Many people ask questions with an answer already in their heads. Is that a true question? If you ask a question and you already have an answer that you want that person to say, and if they say it, you agree, and if they don't say it, you don't agree. Is that true questioning? No. You have just expressed an opinion. So, he says, Lakshmana is of the fourth type. That type that without any preconceived ideas or philosophies, so he asks these questions because he wants to know. He generally wants to know. मोहि समुझाई kaho soy deva. He says, hey Deva. He calls Sri Ram Deva, God. Lakshman identifies that. Even though it's his brother, he says, hey Deva, मुझे समझा कर वही कहिए कि सब त्याग कर आपके चरण धूली. You know what dhuli means? Charan dhuli. Dhuli means dust. He says, I want to know how to worship the dust of your feet. I want to know what is the process for doing that. Now, devotees, in this little couple chaupais, we're only going to do 2 chaupais and 1 doha today. In these 2 chaupais, there are several things, and I'll borrow a little bit from Swami Tejumayananda's book, of how to ask questions. First and foremost, Sri Ram was comfortable and he was sitting and he was relaxed. Then and only then Lakshmana approached him. Do not approach someone if they are in a mode where it is inappropriate to do so. So for example, you go out, carnival just finished, you go a fete, music blasting, and you're going to say, you go pick some flowers in the morning for Mandir. Is that the appropriate time or place? No. Or mommy washing the wares, or she washing the dishes, she have to cook, she on a hustle, time is running out and whatever, and so, ma, you did get it, so, no, inappropriate moment. Wait for that appropriate time. So first and foremost, when to ask the question is important. When. And for the young men in the audience, when to ask the question is very important. When to ask the question is very important. So, a disciple asks of a guru or a teacher when is the appropriate time to do so. Secondly, to whom must you ask the question? To whom? We ask questions to those who know, those who can give us an answer without any repercussions or can be confidential. We ask that question to that person. This is the Lord of the universe. He says, hey Deva. And then he goes on to ask these questions. To whom we ask the questions? You want information on your car giving trouble, transmission bucking and so on a little bit. So you go to the doctor and you say, Doc, my transmission bucking a little bit. You can help me? Obviously. So we ask questions. Spiritual questions, questions on dharma, should be asked of those who know and who has the intention of helping you. Because there are those who know, but they have selfish motives in dharma. There are those who know but have selfish motives. For example, money and fame. So they may know. So first and foremost, to whom you ask someone who knows and who has your best interest at heart, the questioner. We ask the question to that particular person. Make sure that that it's someone that you hold in high regard, high respect, and who has your best interest at heart. Lakshmana asked this of the omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, divine Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Sri Ram. He knows to whom he is asking. Next part about this. Who should ask? Who should ask? The person who is questioning should ask. And what manner, with what attitude should we ask? The person who asks the question must be capable of understanding the answer. We all have questions, but sometimes we may not be at a place, either cognitively or spiritually to understand the answer. And sometimes we have to accept that because of my shortcomings, I am unable at this time to fully grasp what is being told to me. So, that doesn't mean that's the be all and end all or didn't get an answer, It just means that I have to do a little more reading or question in a different direction or question something else to get information to understand this. So the person who is asking should have the capability to understand the question and also the attitude of questioning. How do we go about questioning? You see your tone of voice when you ask a question? It is very important. Your tone of voice in anything, it is very important. And sometimes we are unaware of how we speak. A good idea is to record yourself and then play it back. And then you'll be amazed sometimes at how you speak. Because we'll say, but I didn't speak to them in no way. But devotees, we are unaware of that. So devotees, Lakshman does not have that. Lakshman asks because he just wants to know. And finally, what to ask. The content of what we are asking. And what does Lakshman say? One of the questions that he asked in this doha. ईश्वर जीव ही मेरा प्रभु सकल कहो समुझाय रामा सकल कहो समुझाय ईश्वर जीव ही मेरा प्रभु सकल कहो समुझायो रामा सकल कहो समुझाय जाते होय चरण रति शोकम मोह प्रभु जाय सिया पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम. हे प्रभु, ईश्वर जी में क्या मेल है? He says, what is the difference between man and God? Ishwara and Jiva. The Jiva, the individual soul, and the Ishwara and God. Tell me, what is the difference? These are some of the questions that they are on the mind. They are on the mind of Lakshmana. What question we ask? The content of our questioning also is very important. Because when we ask a question, we want to get answers related to what problem I have, or the void that is there in my mind. So Lakshmana asks questions that are, concerned with divinity, concerned with devotion. He says, I want to worship your divine feet. I want to worship Jehi Hoya Charana Rati. I want to have love for your feet, O Bhagwan. Please answer me these questions. What is the difference between man and God and so on? We won't get into the answers. We'll do that next week. Today is just about the questioning. So this is what he says. So the content of what he asks is important. And one of it says, Mohi samujhai kahu soi deva. He says, what is knowledge? What is gyan? What is vairag? What is dispassion? What is maya? These are some of the questions that he asks. What is devotion? What is bhakti? What is the difference between God and man? These are the questions that he asks. One other characteristic of questioning, why do we ask? We should ask spiritual questions to obtain answers to our question. Several things Swami Tejumananda mentions here about why do we ask spiritual question. One, Charanarati, which is to increase devotion. How do I increase my devotion? How do I increase my love for God? Two, to remove grief, ignorance, and false notions. I ask questions for those things. And these are some of these two basic things. One, to increase my devotion, and two, to remove grief. Because this is the purpose of religion. how do we get closer to that divinity, one, and two, how do we remove grief and sorrow from our lives? And these questions have bothered Lakshmana, so he waits for an opportune time and he then proceeds to ask these questions. This is part of what a portion called Ram Gita. It's there in Adhyatma Ramayana, it's there also in the Ramcharitmanas. And we will look at, in the next coming weeks, we look at how Sri Ram answers these questions. So the first part of any discussion and dialogue that involves questioning, we must get those things correct. One, when to ask. Two, to whom we are asking, someone who is capable and able to do so. Three, who asks the question? Someone who can understand. We have to be able to reach that stage. And what's the fourth one? Why do we ask? We ask to remove grief and to generate answers. And then finally, what the content of what we ask is very important. So these are some ideas that are contained in just questioning alone. And devotees, I want you to know that there's no foolish question. We have this tendency in our society to laugh. That's the first thing we do. We like to laugh at people. When we see someone in trouble or strife, we like to laugh at them. Someone asks a question in a classroom. You know why students are generally afraid to ask questions? Because they're afraid to sound foolish. And why would they be afraid to sound foolish? It's because people would laugh at them, and sometimes even teachers would say, what kind of stupid question is that? Devotees, if someone does not know, can there be a stupid question? If I am ignorant of something and I want to find the answer to it and I ask a question, devotees, it can never be a stupid or dumb question. It may not be phrased in the way that we are accustomed hearing, or that we may not be able to vocalize what we want to ask properly. But that does not mean that the question is dumb. So as we go about our spiritual journey, and I hope that all of us evaluate as we go along and have others evaluate us, we ask questions. And I want just us to be aware that when we ask questions, to those especially spiritual ones, or we consider spiritual leaders, make sure that the answers are appropriate. Make sure that that person is knowledgeable, and make sure that satsang, which is the idea of questioning and receiving information, does not degenerate into entertainment. Okay? प्रेम से बोले सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
राम राम बजु राम राम बजु राम राम बजु राम 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 सिया राम बजले राम राम सिया राम बजु राम राम सिया राम बजु राम राम सिया राम 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 बजु राम राम बजु राम राम बजु राम 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 सिया राम बजले राम राम सिया राम बजु राम राम सिया राम बजु राम राम सिया राम। धर्म खात पृथ्वी पर आए दशरथ जी के पुत्र कहाए दशरथ जी के पुत्र कहाए जनकपुरी में शिवगन तोरा सती सिया संग नाता जोरा सिया संग नाता जोरा सिया पिया बन राम प्रभु कहलाए सीताराम बजु राम राम सिया राम बजु राम 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 बजु राम राम बजु राम राम सिया राम राम सिया राम बजले राम राम
राम राम सिया राम भज राम राम सिया राम।
विश्वामित्र यज्ञ रखवाले सखी अहिल्या तारनहारे, सखी अहिल्या तारनहारे। पंचवटी को बना दिया एक राज धर्म का राम।
भज राम राम सिया राम भज राम राम सिया राम। राम राम भज राम राम भज राम राम भज राम। राम राम सिया राम भजने राम राम सिया राम भज राम राम सिया राम भज राम राम सिया राम।
असुरों को संहार मारकर सेना सहते थे लंका पर, सेना सहते थे लंका पर। अभिमानी रावण को मारा, सीता को संकट से उबारा, सीता को संकट से उबारा। राम राज हो गया देश में, गुन गाए हनुमान। भज राम राम सिया राम
भज राम राम सिया राम। राम राम भज राम राम भज राम राम भज राम। राम राम सिया राम भजने राम राम सिया राम भज राम राम सिया राम भज राम राम सिया राम।
भज राम
भज राम भज राम भज राम भज राम भज राम भज राम भज राम।
राम से बड़ा राम का नाम, राम से बड़ा राम का नाम। जय राम श्री राम राजा राम राम राम, राजा राम राम राम, राजा राम राम राम।
प्रेम से बोले श्यावर रामचंद्र की ओम। ब्रह्मा मुरारे सुराचितलिंगम निर्मल भाषित शोभित लिंगम। जन्मज दुःख विनाशन लिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय।
देवमुनि परवाचितलिंगम कामदलं करुणाकरलिंगम।
रावण दर्प विनाशनलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम। ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय।
सर्वसुगन्धि सुलेपितलिंगम बोधिविवर्धनकारणलिंगम।
सेदसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय, 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय।
कनकमहामणिभूषितलिङ्गं फणिपतिवेष्टितशोभितलिङ्गं तक्षसुयज्ञविनाशनलिङ्गं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः
चन्दनलेपितलिङ्गं पङ्कजहार सुशोभितलिङ्गं सञ्चितपापविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय
देवगणाचितसेवितलिङ्गं भावरभक्तिभिरेविचलिङ्गं दिङ्करकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय
अष्टदलोपरिभेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमोद्भवकारणलिङ्गम्
अस्तदरे विनाशनलिङ्गं तर्पणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय
सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवनपुष्पसदाचितलिङ्गं परात्परमपरमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि
सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय
प्रेम से बोले उमापति महादेव की जय।
As we light the Havankan, Om Shri Agne Namaha. Of our water. Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Maya Datam Grihana Parameshwaraha. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Agnaye Namaha Swaha. Om Mata Pita Charnakammalabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Shri Ashtalakshmi Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Durgaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mahakali Matabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Kalabhairo Bababhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Radha Krishnaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sita Ramachandraya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Suradi Naugahadevtaya Namaha. Om Shri Sthanadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gramadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Ishtadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Kuladevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Vastudevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Yugadevtaya Namaha Swaha. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा ॐ भू स्वाहा ॐ भुवः स्वाहा ॐ स्वाहा स्वाहा ॐ मः स्वाहा ॐ जनः स्वाहा ॐ तपः स्वाहा ॐ सत्यं स्वाहा Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityurmukshayamamritat Swaha Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityurmukshayamamritat Swaha Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityurmukshayamamritat Swaha Om Sarvadevatabhyo Namaha Swaha Om Sarvadevibhyo Namaha Swaha Om Sarvadevata Sarvadevi Brahmanebhyo Namaha Swaha.
Devotees, let us please stand for Purnahuti, final offering. And today we have a special birthday. Today is Adrian's birthday. Yesterday was Auntie Zani's birthday, so both of them have decided to come together and perform worship this morning. So we want to say a special happy birthday to them and to all those who celebrated. But I understand we have a very special anniversary today or yesterday as well. Auntie Daisy, you couldn't inform me, yes or no? Yes, so Bhagwan's blessing to each and everyone. We make this final offering and we ask for protection, for peace and guidance. Om Purnamada Purnaminam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Punagambhyo Namaha Swaha. Wash hands and offer water. Om Sarva Papa Haram
Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Maya Datam Grihana Parameshwaraha.
Fan the smoke east, west, north, south, up and down. Om Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Ganhadyo Gandhaotamaha
Agriya Sarva Devanam Dupoyam Pratigrihyatam.
Devotees, take the blessings of the Havan and pass it over our body a few times. Prem se bole Shri Satya Sanatana Dharma ki Jai. We have Arati. While Arati is in progress, please feel free to come forward and worship the Murtis and so on. Om Sajam Chavarate Samyuktam Vahina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grehana Devesha Trailokyam Dimirapaham Eyani Kani Chapapani Janmanta Kritani Cha Tani Tani Vishanti Pradakshana Pare Pare. Arati Shri Ramayana Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Pi Ki
आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। धावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद, वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद, सुख सनकादि शेष और शारद, बरनि पवन सुत कीरतिनी की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। गावत शंभु भवानी, अर्घत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी। व्यास हरि कवि पुंगव खानी, काकभुषुंडि गरुड़ केली। आरती श्री रामायण जी की,
कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित
चारों वेद पुराण अष्टदश, चाओ शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस। तन मन धन संतन को सर्वस, सार अंश सन्मत सबही की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की।
आरती श्री रामायण जी की, आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की।
कलिमल हरनि विषय रस फीकी, सुभग श्रृंगार मुक्ति युवती की। हरनि रोग भव मूढ़ि अमी की, तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। प्रेम से बोले श्यामल रामचंद्र की। We'll continue with our after, so just put our hands together, close our eyes and bow our heads. In deep reverence, we come before you today, O Bhagwan. Please bless me, bless my family, bless my friends, my well-wishers. Bless all devotees of God. Om Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudzwaj, Mangalam Pundarikaksha, Mangalaya Tanohari. Mantrahinam Kriyahinam, Bhaktihinam Janardanam, Yat Pujitam Maya Deva, Paripurnam Tadaswami. Kayena vacha manasendriya va buddhyatmana va प्रकृते स्वभाव करोमि यद्य सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि नारायणायेति समर्पयामि असतो मा तमसो मा मृत्योर्मा त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवा देवा ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम लाउडली एंड लवली से जयकार बोले श्री सिद्धि विनायक स्वामी की उमापति महादेव की वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की सियावर रामचंद्र की पवन पुत्र हनुमान की आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की बोलो भाई सब संतन की प्रेम से बोले सत्य सनातन धर्म की प्रेम से बोले सत्य सनातन धर्म की प्रेम से बोले सत्य सनातन धर्म की Devotees place both hands and their prostrate our entire beings before the divine. Om Namah Parvati Pataya Har Har Mahadev. Shubhamastu, Kalyanamastu, Bhagwan's blessings to each and everyone. Turn to the person next to you, in front of you, at the back of you. Tell them Sitaram. Do have your seats. So I hand you over to for a few announcements.